First, the headlines. 60 schools approved for second phase of school Vaccination mission. And India's COVID-19 cases dropped below 60,000 after 81 days with 58,419 fresh infections, 1,517 deaths, and recovery rate increased to 96.27%. A very good evening. Welcome to Mami TV Primetime English News, and this is Hariprathong giving you the news in details. Minister of Education S. Rajan yesterday announced the lease of 60 schools from 60 assembly constituencies of the state under the Department of Education aids for implementation of the second phase school Vaccination mission. Implementation of the second phase includes development of infrastructure, civil works like repairing and renovation of classrooms, construction of toilet blocks and additional classrooms, provision of dual desks and benches, arrangement of posting of teachers. The lease of the school was announced at the conference hall of Old Secretariat, South Block, Imphal. Minister Rajan said after the successful implementation of the first phase of school Vaccination mission launched by Chief Minister N. Biren, the second phase has given hope for successful mass enrollment of students for government schools. The Education Minister said many sectors have been affected by the pandemic. Rajan said the government schools have witnessed major improvement during the recent years, with the percentage of enrollment increasing unexpectedly. The Education Minister also appealed to all concerned to extend cooperation with the government and Education Department for implementation of the second phase. He also announced proposed distribution of items including school uniforms, utensils, school bags, sport materials for the second phase. Commissioner Education M. Harikrishna, Director of Education S. L. Nandikumar, Deputy Secretary Education S. T. Fulan Maite, Additional Director of Education Belly, K.H. Bisheshwar were also present during the occasion. India's daily cases of COVID-19 dropped below 60,000 after 81 days, with 58,419 fresh infections reported by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare in the last 24 hours. The new cases pushed the country's overall COVID tally to 2,98,81,965, while the death toll has reached 3,86,713 as 1,576 more people succumbed to death. A total of 87,619 patients have been discharged from the hospitals, taking the cumulative recoveries to 2,87,66,009. Currently, there are 7,29,243 active COVID-19 cases in the country as Health Ministry's latest data. Meanwhile, ICMR informed that a total of 39,10,19,083 samples have been tested till June 19. With a drop in daily infections, the country's COVID recovery rate has increased to 96.27%, while weekly COVID positivity rate remains at 3.43% and daily positivity rate at 3.22%. COVID-19 vaccination drive for the staff and family members of Ali's Cakes and Bags was conducted at T. Radhe Community Hall at Soibam Lekai today. The vaccination drive was organized jointly by Chief Medical Officer Imphal East and Production Unit of Ali's Cakes and Bags at Imphal and Chekon under supervision of Mission Director State Health Society. Dr. N. Shamjai, nearly 100 people were vaccinated during today's drive. Mission Director Dr. N. Shamjai visited the vaccination center and oversaw arrangement for the drive.
Cakes and Bags na sindi duna Soibam Lekai gi Citizen Club ta hariba organization sigi special drive am chathajabni suti oirasun oina koina chi medical officer da request orga hariba jaga sida vaccination asi tawbiu ena haibidigi sinjabani huji ngasi maktada khabar da yaure mayamna khanare third wave lakani haiduna aduna koina laktingai marak window period asida koi punamak vaccination kaphuraga koi covid tagi ngakthoknaba honaminasi haina ai appeal tawjage. Thank you.
Conveying greetings on the occasion of International Yoga Day, which falls tomorrow, MLA of Yaskul Assembly Constituency, T.H. Satyabrata said the day is observed to highlight the importance of yoga in leading a healthy life. In his message of greetings, he recalled that in 2014, the United Nations General Assembly adopted the draft resolution for the first time, declaring June 21 as International Yoga Day. Emphasizing the benefits of yoga on one's mind and body, he urged the people of the state to practice yoga regularly. ALJP State Unit General Secretary Kundrakpam Kanba distributed COVID relief materials to the people of Lamsang Assembly constituency affected by COVID-19 second wave. The items were handed over to local ALJP units, clubs, Women Folk and LGP Women Front. The items were distributed to Tingri, Lekinthabi, Santipur, Taukthong Kuno, Taukthong Ayungpa and Khudaiband on the constituency. The items were also distributed to containment zones in Luker, Khonghampat and Tengdoyand. People in the area expressed gratitude towards Kundrakpam Kanba for providing assistance during such critical times. Kanba added that he continued to provide materials to every household on the constituency. Itin Computerized Eye Testing Eye Care Center, Thauba, continues to distribute relief materials to frontline workers. Itin distributed food items, hand sanitizers, face masks and goggles to Manipur Police and Traffic Control Police personnel on duty at Sawambung, Lamlai, Kurai, Lamlong Tera, Kuringay and Awang Sakmai Bazar. A random COVID mass testing was conducted today at Aglapur Primary School in Jiribam district. Out of 64 people, 5 men and 1 woman tested positive of COVID-19. Gram Panchayat level COVID-19 task force committee members and local clubs assisted in mass testing. Local COVID task force of Hairok Assembly constituency with the assistance of MLA T.H. Radheshyam has been performing cremation for person who died of the disease. A volunteer of the COVID task force, Laishram Mega, said they performed the last rite in such manner that the family members could pay their respects. Mega assured that they will make sure that the family would not have to worry about the last rites of persons who died of COVID-19 in their locality. He hoped that it would lessen the burden of the aggrieved families. And here we have an appeal to the public. Even as the second wave of COVID-19 pandemic has engulfed the entire country, including Manipur, MLA of Paswa Assembly constituency, A.K. Mirabai, appeals to the people through Mami TV to get vaccinated and take utmost care to protect themselves from COVID-19.
Ikai kumnajaraba Manipur ki praja miyamda Mami TV ki khudong chaba logjaraga pawjet pijari madudi tamthiraba laina laisat ama woriba COVID-19 dagi ngak thoknabagi damakta Manipur sarkarna piriba SOP marks compulsory upkadabani loinana physical distancing gi foot taruk dagi lapna lainagaba lainaduna aikoina thabak inkhang tawba matamdasu khutsa sengna hamdokpa amadi ising asaba toina thakpa mahi manai toina thaktuna amadi yumdagi mapan thoktana amadi aikoi khudingmakna tawgadorwa section thorang mayam sing ase masidagi ngakthoknabagi atopa upai ama haibase laite aduna aikoi khudingmakna yumdagi mapan thokpiganu hairiba mathakta panjariba wafam kaya sing ase masi ngakna chatlaba matam adudaida aikoina tamthiraba laina laichat asidagi ngakthokpa ngamgani haibase akhoi khudimak yaminasi ngakthoknabagi amata ngarba pambaise masina hoihansi haibasi ai miyamda paujel asi bijari.
Thank you very much for your appeal to the public. And now let's take a short commercial break. Do stay tuned.
LX Sublimation. Pauna Bazaar, Imphal, JMG Shopping Complex, first floor. Mafam asida mug printing, cover printing, t-shirt, keychain, photo frame, sublimation ki pot khuding mug wholesale da pangbigani. Items available are mug printing, cover printing, t-shirt, keychain, photo frame. All the mentioned items will be available at wholesale rate in LX Sublimation.
Welcome back. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will chair a meeting with 14 political leaders of Jammu and Kashmir, including 4 former chief ministers of the erstwhile state, in the national capital on June 24. This will be the first exercise since the centre's decision of revoking Article 370, a provision that granted special status to Jammu and Kashmir and bifurcation of the erstwhile state into union territories in August 2019. Union Home Secretary Ajay Bala reached out to the Jammu and Kashmir leaders to invite them to meet at Prime Minister Modi's residence to discuss the future course of action for the Union territory. Union Home Minister Amit Shah and other central leaders are also likely to be present at the meeting. The meeting is said to be part of the centre's initiative to strengthen political processes, including holding assembly elections in the Union territory. The centre's Article 370 move and the subsequent detention of political leaders of the mainstream parties are some of other issues that are also likely to come up at the meeting. The mainstream political parties of the Union territory, mainly those with a strong base in Kashmir Valley, have been criticizing and successive administrations for allegedly ignoring the demands of the people and raising questions on the development slogan raised post-August 2019. AIMS Director Randeep Guleria issued a warning saying if COVID-appropriate behavior is not followed and crowding not prevented, then the third wave can strike the country in the next 6 to 8 weeks. Stretching on vaccination, he said that COVID-appropriate behavior needs to be followed aggressively until a sizable number of the population is inoculated. Ruling out national-level lockdown, the AIMS director said it could not be a solution and called for stricter surveillance and area-specific lockdowns in case of a significant surge. Guleria reiterated that till now there is no evidence to suggest that children will be infected more in the third wave. The statement from the AIMS director comes after Indian epidemiologists indicated that the third wave of COVID-19 is inevitable and is likely to begin from September to October. Mention may be made that second wave of coronavirus pandemic wreaked havoc in India in April and May, leading to several deaths with people running from pillar to post for oxygen cylinders, hospital beds, and remdesivir injections. Punjab recorded the first confirmed case of green fungus in COVID-19 recovered patient at a private hospital in Jalandhar. According to reports, the patient is under observation and remains unstable. The case of green fungus was reported in the state earlier as well. However, it could not be confirmed due to insufficient data. While speaking to media, Jalandhar Civil Hospital District epidemiologist Dr. Parambir Singh said that they have received first confirmed case of green fungus. According to report, a 62 years old man from Rajya in Amritsar who complained of cough was admitted to the Sacred Heart Hospital a few days ago was found infected with green fungus yesterday. When he was initially admitted to the hospital, the doctors thought he had tuberculosis. However, the green fungus was detected in him after an investigation report came out. It was shocking to us that after black fungus, now green fungus infection is the cause of worry, said a doctor in the hospital. The patient got infected with COVID-19 around 3 months back and had been treated at a private hospital in Ludhiana, where he was on oxygen supply for a long time. And before we close, let's see the top news headlines once again. "60 schools approved for second phase of school Phaghathansi mission." And India's COVID-19 cases dropped below 60,000 after 81 days, with 58,419 fresh infections, 1,576 deaths, and recovery rate increases to 96.27%. That's all for the moment. Thank you very much for joining us, and keep watching Mami TV Primetime English News. Till then.